I've been on thyroid medication for years, and here's what nobody warned me about. You can take the pill perfectly every single morning and still feel completely wiped out by noon. By the end of this, you'll know the exact link in the chain where the medication quietly stops paying off, and why your blood work can look totally normal while you feel anything but. Because here's the question that genuinely changed things for me. If the dose is right on paper, why doesn't it always reach the part of you that's actually tired? Hold on to that. The answer starts with what that little pill even is. When I was first diagnosed, I assumed the medication just replaced my thyroid. Pill in, hormone restored, done. But standard levothyroxine is T4, and T4 is a storage form. It's basically inactive. Your body still has to convert it into T3, the version your cells actually burn for energy, focus, and mood. And that conversion isn't automatic. It leans on your gut, your liver, and a few specific nutrients all doing their job. So the medication can be working exactly as prescribed, while the step right after it stalls out. That gap is where the tiredness actually lives, and it tends to open up in two different places. The first place it breaks is absorption, and it's far more fragile than I ever realized. Levothyroxine has to be taken on a mostly empty stomach because coffee, calcium, and iron all latch onto it and drag it out of your gut before it reaches your blood. In one clinical study, coffee taken too close to the dose cut absorption by roughly a third. That was me for years. Pill and coffee together, quietly wondering why nothing improved. So step one is almost embarrassingly simple. Take it, then wait. But even when it's fully absorbed, there's a second link that can quietly break. And it's the one almost nobody gets told about. Remember the question I opened with? Dose is right, but you're still running low? This is the part. The enzymes that turn T4 into active T3 are called deaudinases. And here's what surprised me most. They're built out of selenium. Your body literally assembles them from it, with zinc and iron helping nearby. So if those run low, conversion can slow down, even with perfect absorption and a normal TSH. Now I want to be straight with you. Whether supplementing actually helps when you're not truly deficient is still debated. But the mechanism is real, and it reframes energy as something your gut and liver do, not your thyroid alone. So next, let's separate what the research really supports from what's just hopeful. So what's solid and what's just hype? The absorption research is rock solid. Coffee, calcium, and iron all measurably lower how much levothyroxine you absorb, and simply spacing them out fixes it. The nutrient side is softer. Selenium genuinely runs the conversion enzymes, and trials in people with thyroid antibodies show it can bring those antibodies down. But whether it lifts your energy when you're not deficient is honestly mixed. And here's one I wish I'd known years earlier. High-dose biotin, the hair and nails kind, not the trace amount in a multivitamin, can distort some thyroid blood tests, so your results can look off when your thyroid is actually fine. If you take it, tell your doctor before your labs. Here's what actually moved the needle for me, and none of it replaces your doctor. I take my pill the moment I wake up, then wait 30 to 60 minutes before coffee or breakfast. I keep calcium and iron, including whatever's hiding in a multivitamin, at least 4 hours away from the dose. I eat for the conversion side instead of chasing megadoses. Brazil nuts, pumpkin seeds, fish. I stay away from high-dose iodine because with autoimmune thyroid conditions, it can actually backfire. And if you take a high-dose biotin supplement, pause it before blood work. Small, unglamorous changes, but for me, the afternoons slowly stopped disappearing. So, back to the question I opened with. Why does a correct dose still leave you exhausted? Because the pill is only the first step. It has to be absorbed, then converted into the T3 your cells actually run on. And your gut, your liver, and a few quiet nutrients all have to cooperate, none of which shows up on a standard TSH test. Learning that didn't just change my morning routine, it changed how I think about my own energy. If this made the picture finally click, subscribe. Next week, I'm going deep on the thyroid-gut connection, and I'm going to be straight with you about which parts of that story are actually established and which parts just get repeated a lot. Alongside your doctor, always.